Hey everybody. So I just want to kind of give an update here real quick. We're just starting into a heat wave. I think it's about 88. Humidity is really high. I'll put a screenshot on the video here. But so yeah, my solar is doing great. I'm pulling in 2200 watts right now. It's a little hazy out, probably that humidity. So in addition to that, I've got these other two panels hooked up, and I actually have two Bluetti generators. One is more portable. I take like to my off-grid property, job sites, and stuff like that. So what I went ahead and did was I hooked up these two, since my main backup solar generator is maxed out. I hooked up these two to the smaller portable generator, and it can also take 1200 watts. I just happen to have these two, so I'm getting probably about 700 watts right now. And I'll kind of show you, just ran the wires in here. Not sure what the permanent fix is going to be. Okay, so this is inside my basement here, and I've got the solar wires running behind the shelves here, and it's into my portable system. So with this system, I have got about 8 kilowatts of power. Now, I'm pulling in 633 watts from those two solar panels. Max, it's like 810. They're not in the perfect angle, and the sun's not directly over them yet. But you never get 100% on solar panels. I think the most I've ever seen is probably about 780. They are bifacial, so you do get a little bit more there. So anyways, since these Bluettis, most of the Bluettis can only accept 1200 watts times 2 in solar input. So I have my backup system, and I'll show you that here shortly, all maxed out. And but you can charge these solar generators a couple different ways, several different ways. So you have your DC input up here. That could be solar. It could be the Bluetti Charger 1 or 2 in your car. You can charge it from other batteries, so on and so forth. And then you have your AC input. And that's like the grid, or in my case, I'm using this system to supplement my other system. So we'll see. If I turn this on, it'll start charging that system over there. Now that system might be 100%. Yeah, it's 100%. So essentially, that's the AC. Yeah, there's the extension cord. So that's the power if I need it. But right now, it's like I said, it's a little hazy, and I'm not sure if this is picking up on screen. But when I'm making more power than I'm consuming, then it scales it back. It just scales it back to what it needs. So if one of the window airs kicks off, the solar array charges real fast. And once it kicks on, then it's intuitive like that. These systems are super easy to set up, and I've got friends and family that could benefit from a system like these, and they're so affordable right now. I like Bluetti. EcoFlow's got a system out, but I'm really impressed by the new Anchor system. And if I was going to do this today over, I would definitely go with that system. And the reason I say that it only is because the battery cable management on those, you'll have to look it up, but essentially as you stack them, they just plug into each other. There is none of this. Now Bluetti is since upgraded this. This is an older version. This is probably like 4 years old. Now when I bought these two batteries, and I just bought these this year, yeah, you can see they're 5100 kilowatt, or 51 watt hours. So they're big and they're heavy. But it came with this new battery cable, which is way more streamlined, very nice. The problem is these newer batteries, the port is kind of canted this way, I guess vertically, and this port up here is horizontal. So it doesn't work to go from with this cable from here to there. So I got this Bluetti AC300 with these two batteries probably about 4 years ago, and those have already paid for themselves just from the savings that I use this almost every day. Now this year I got these two, well, plus the rebate. I took advantage of the tax rebate, so that was nice. So it wasn't all from savings, from usage. Some of that was in the form of that tax rebate. But eventually I definitely would save money. I save anywhere between $50 to $100 easily a month just running this throughout the day. Now that I have all this capacity and then the other station over there capacity as well, I could easily run this throughout the night and into the next day continuously. So I'm going to kind of experiment with that tonight, because like I said, we're hitting a heat wave, and see where we stand, because I believe I have 16 kilowatts over here plus another 8 or so over there, 7 or 8. So that's 23, 24 kilowatts of power, and we consume, if the window air is on at night, which it probably will be tonight, about 1200. So you just take that 24,000 divided by 1200, and that should give you how many hours you can run on. Now, I also wanted to show how I've got this tapped into my whole house. So I'm completely off the grid right now, and we're using probably about 1400 watts. So that includes those window air conditioners. Looks like probably one is off right now. So what I did here is this got a 30 amp plug in it. So all I did was I bought an extra plug and I ran that up and over to this box here. Now this is a transfer box, and what's nice about this is I took all my 120 circuits and I ran extra line over to here. So they're all labeled. So I'm either on the generator or I'm on line, which is the grid. Once you turn off generator, it stops power that way. So that's how I power my house, using the sun, and primarily I'm just using this system here. Now in a heat wave, I've got that backup more portable system that I use as my grid power, essentially. If that doesn't make sense, definitely feel free to leave a comment or ask me a question. I can explain it further. But there's a lot of videos and a lot of forums and stuff online. If you can read, you can gain the knowledge necessary to build one of these systems. Oh, and another thing I'll show you is, so I have 4 batteries, and their state of charge is all at 100% right now, which is easy to do when you're pulling in over 2,000 watts in solar power and only using 12 to 1400. And this morning I supplemented with that portable system to get this system back up to 100%, and then I used the solar as the primary charger now. So yeah, just a quick video. Wanted to kind of explain how you can charge your house using these solar generators. I'm sorry, power your house using these solar generators, and it saves you a ton of money. Now I'm always going to have an electric bill because I choose to stay attached or connected to the grid, and I believe our power company charges me $30 a month just to have the meter, which I guess it's a peace of mind. I don't know. Now, my off-grid property, I'm not fooling with any of that. I'm going to have a similar system, and we're going to run it that way. No meter. I want to stay 100% off the grid, off the system. I don't want to depend on anything down there. And I'll have some backup redundancy. So I'll have my solar system, but I also have a dual fuel backup generator. I bought one of them Predator 5000s. So far, that thing's been working flawless. I just hit the button twice and it starts up every time. Where here, my built-in redundancy is the grid. So if we're getting real low on batteries, it's been cloudy for 3-4 days, then I'll have to switch over to the grid. I also have a gas generator here too. If for some reason, this would probably only happen during the winter, but if for some reason I didn't have solar coming in, it was super cloudy, the grid went down because the ice and stuff took down the power lines or tree branches, whatever, then I'd kick on my gas generator. And it's just a small little one, 3,500 watts, that would charge this system up, in a few hours. So yeah, just a quick video on kind of explaining how you can utilize these. And they're super affordable now. It just depends on your need, but I would say with solar panels, 5,000 to 7,000 should get you up and running and producing your own power. Now, you just have to pick out what's best for you and your needs, how much you want to be involved, so on and so forth. A lot of these systems, they're smart systems, they're intuitive. I don't really do anything. Now, this morning, I did plug in my portable solar generator just to have some grid power coming in. But other than that, I don't do anything. If I go to bed, this just will sit here and charge everything we need. We only use probably about 400 watts at night, run a couple fans, unless the AC kicks on. So yeah, that's the system. And if you have any questions, just let me know.